Welcome SAO survivors to Weekly Integral Factor. Huge week for SAOIF, where we have a new floor with a lovely story and a lot of great Koharu moments, a bunch of new banners including one for the upcoming SAO Last Recollection, and a couple of support campaigns and other updates. And this Weekly Integral Factor is brought to you by SAO The First Day merch. Link for posters, shirts, hoodies and stickers are down below in the description, do give them a check. So, let's start with that new floor. We're heading to floor 26 this time around. There are rumors of a quest that allows players to log out, and to not attract too much attention and chaos, Asuna sends us and Koharu to investigate instead of the KOB. So, we go on this personal journey for Koharu and reveal the mystery around this recent quest. The boss is weak to thrust and dark while resisting pretty much everything else, so if you're not overpowered, you may want to prepare accordingly. Specifically, do not go in with a double resist. It's not a main campaign continuation, it's an event-sized floor that is very much isolated from the Runaway Floors narrative with Rano and Notte. It's a beautiful story though, around an hour long in length with a lot of great Koharu moments and even a fully voice-acted section similar to moments like Koharu's letter or her floor 100 speech. You'll also get a 4-star Koharu skill for completing this floor. Combination play Koharu is a water element Dagger skill. At max limit break, it does 830% damage in 3 hits to a single enemy, but it is much more likely to be used as a mod fodder. She only costs a single mod slot and not only provides a plus 15 attack for each poison stack on the enemy, but also a 10% damage boost against enemies weak to slash. And after you complete the floor, you're more than encouraged to find a party using the in-game party system and grind a bit on the floor, as we have the floor 26 start dash event ongoing. Monsters on floor 26 field will drop silver coins, while dungeon mobs will drop gold coins. Collect and exchange them for up to 600 Arcana gems, release crystals, medals of combat arms and many more. Don't miss this chance. Here's the list for tradable items. You can farm them until October 11 and you can trade them until the 18th. Alright, we're moving on from the new floor contents. The Ogre Boss Rush rewards have been updated, new items have been added for black plates, most notably the large release crystal and the 3 medium release crystals draw my attention. Happy hunting. And before we move on to the banners, there's a guild support campaign, so if you're one of those with a guild, you may want to take advantage of special guild skills available during this campaign. Alright, we have beautiful banners up. First of the 2 new banners accompanying the Koharu-centric floor is a Koharu-centric banner. Koharu the Integral Factor order features 2 new Koharu skills. First step is 50% off, second step has higher drop rate for the new Koharu skills, and third step has an even higher drop rate for the new Koharu skills, while guaranteeing a 4-star Koharu, not necessarily one of the new ones. Putting feelings to brush Koharu, inspired by the leather writing scene, is an ability. At max limit break, it increases attack by 1000 if you are using rapiers, and it also increases your attack by up to 24% against enemies inflicted by frostbite. Crossing into death together Koharu, the most beautiful skill illustration I have seen in a while, is a water element Dagger Axeles skill. At max limit break, it does 1650% damage in 3 hits to a single target. It also provides stacks that increase your water damage by 1% per stack, lasting 20 seconds, and if used as a switch, it also provides a separate set of stacks that also grant 1% water damage per stack. As for the second banner of the week, that's gonna show up around Friday/Saturday. Normally it's a selection order or a grab bag, but as you probably do know, SAO Last Recollection is coming out in 2 weeks. To celebrate that, the data mine banner for later this week is the SAO Last Recollection Glorious Order. This banner features Kirito and Asuna from the early Last Recollection key visual, which makes me believe this is just a part 1 of the order, as the key visual also features Alice and Yujiro as well as a new character Dorothy. Not saying we'll get part 2 guaranteed, but keep an eye out for the other 3 characters in the future, especially on the release date of October 5, that is 2 weeks away. Either way, back to the upcoming banner of this week. First step is a standard 50% discount, third step is a 4-star guaranteed, not necessarily this Kirito or Asuna. And diving deeper into the individual skills, leader of the Human Empire Kirito is a wind element one-handed sword awakening skill that does up to 1400% damage in 3 hits to a single target. It also increases your wind damage by up to 25% for 10 seconds, and its mode bonus is a plus 1000 attack if there are any Asuna skills equipped in the same set. As for Goddess of the Human Empire Asuna, it is a Dark Element Rapier Awakening skill that does up to 1780% damage in 8 hits to a single target again. If you have a Kirito skill or ability equipped, using this skill grants you a buff that increases your switch damage by up to 300% for 10 seconds, and up to a 25% damage increase against enemies weak to thrust, lasting 8 seconds. And that's a wrap for this weekly Integral Factor. Beautiful banners, a lovely new floor alongside its floor dash event, some neat little rewards added to Ogre Hunt. There's a lot to do in Integral Factor this week, even though the activities themselves may not be all that varied. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Huge thanks to all members and patrons, and until next time, stay cool.